Hello everybody, it's Ryan here from Ryan's Guitar Shop, today with a website review of something that I use quite a bit and helped me in my especially classroom guitar classes for instruction, and that's a chord diagram creator, and that is called Chordpic. I've already got it saved here, just easily chordpic.com. Now, the nice thing about this is while it is free, you are going to have lots of ads and things to kind of deal with, but again, we just kind of put up with that even though, so we don't have to pay for it, and that's okay with me, but just normal with some of these websites that are free, but everything else is very easy, very nice to use. Just can be a little distraction with all that. So however we get into here, we can do a bunch of things. We can name the chord itself. And as soon as I name the chord, you can see that it on the right hand side is, I love this, that I can see what I'm doing over here on the left, and I can see the final result on the right really quickly, not having to worry about if this garbage goes away. It's very cool to see I can do with this. So let's say we're going to create a C chord. So we go ahead and do C, and the C, letter C already appears over here. Now we're just going to leave it here. Obviously for a C chord, we want the first fret, but I love the fact that you can put it in here and it will automatically put what fret it starts with. That's very nice. Or the first fret puts the bold line at the top to represent the guitar note. You can change the number of frets. I usually do 3, maybe 4 frets. I like to try and keep it as compact as possible. So most open chord shapes only use the first 3 frets. And then of course we can change the number of strings. So that also means that we could adjust this for different instruments as well. This is not necessarily specifically a guitar chord diagram creator, but that's what mostly is here. So we've got a lot of stuff from my previous G chord that I did here. Let's just go ahead and clear everything out. And so it leaves the C because that was up here. We can do more settings. You can change some of these around. You can change the heights, so forth. I usually do the background color. I usually, if you want to select the background color as white, otherwise, well, you might, if you select the background color as white, you'll get all of this. If you don't, then it does kind of leave this. So depends on, I guess, your situation. Sometimes I upload it to a Google Doc or a Google Slide, as you'll see here in a few minutes. So that may not necessarily be a big deal because it's a white on white. However, if you are doing this to maybe a video and you need the transparent background, that you have that as a result as well. So you can go in there and change some of those. For the most part, I don't mess around too much with that. I just go ahead and clear this out. We have our open strings here, and then so I go ahead and first hit the edit fingers. What that will allow me to do is go ahead and select which dots or where the fingers are going to go. And the nice thing is it automatically removes this, very quick and easy. Now we do want these as open. Since this is not being played, we can just click there and it will automatically X out. And again, you can see this going very clearly from there. And then from there, I usually will edit the text and obviously put the finger numbers in here. Just quickly click and type. Okay, you can obviously edit the colors of these, or you can edit the shapes of these. I don't really feel I'm not a big fan of that. Yeah, I just kind of stick with the traditional standard with this. It does give you a little bit of a watermark here, which not a huge deal as you're putting it into documents or using it. I guess if you really wanted to, you could take the final picture and crop that out, but I really don't have any problem with it. Basically giving credit of where I got this from there. And obviously you can now share it and download it as you want to from here. I usually go with the large one. I don't think that you need to necessarily do the huge one. It's up to you. So we just go ahead and save that. You can see that saved. And then we can take a look at what it looks like. We got a nice, really crisp, clean picture. And I guess if you really wanted to, you could edit this out from here, but I usually will leave that from there. And then you can just store these. I usually just store them on my Google Drive, and then I have all these standard ones just kind of as just random pictures, and then depending on the documents that I need, I will just plug and play them from there and go from there. So let's go ahead and switch to a couple of ways that I've used this and created actual documents to help me in my actual classroom from there. Okay, so here we are now in one of my Google Docs where I've created just a list of some of the basic chords that we might use in my guitar classes. Obviously, there's a lot more that you could use. So I just used the insert, image tool and was able to insert these images. And then I was able to just make sure that I go in and make sure that all the images are the exact same size, because sometimes I get a little bit slightly different size or so forth. So I just went in and make sure that all of these are framed exactly the same size, inches wise. And then I was able to just put these in quickly and easily and make a nice little chord sheet. And then I can export that as a PDF, obviously from Google Docs, or just display this in my classroom on my overhead if I need to. If we just need a quick chart or quick review of some of our basic chords that we've used, we've got it from there. All right, so here's one of my Google Slides where I'm using this chord diagram that I made in the picture from his. And again, it's got the little credit here that I used the Chordpic, but it's just nice and easy. Of course, I can insert it into a slideshow. And here's an E7 chord. Again, just easily add those to my slideshows, and again, provide nice, crisp, clean, big, easy to read chord diagrams to use throughout my class. All right, so there's the basics of chordpic.com. Hopefully you found this useful information that you'll be able to use for your future projects with your students.